Welcome back at long last to our off-grid home build in Vermont. We are so happy to be home. This is the end of April and we have some nice sunshine today. We're waiting for the yurt floor to warm up to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what's needed to continue the grouting that we left off on last October. So I wanted to give you a quick tour of the upcoming projects. Let's start under the deck where Charles poured a concrete pad for the outdoor unit of our mini split air conditioner. We've spent 2 summers in Vermont so far, and they've been a bit warmer at times than we originally anticipated. The yurt in particular acts like a greenhouse with the dome lighting, which we otherwise appreciate on cooler days, but if it's 90 degrees outside, it's at least 95 in the yurt. So we're going to need to find a way to cool it, and we decided that a mini split air conditioner would be the best way to do that. Welcome to our storage unit. We took everything from the cargo trailer and put it in the yurt. Then we sold the cargo trailer before our trip, which we were very happy to do. But of course, now the yurt has everything we own sitting on the floor while we're trying to finish the floor. But we are also using the yurt as our laundromat, which is very convenient. And our super fancy bathhouse. Fortunately, the floor underneath our belongings has been both tiled and grouted, but about 2/3 of the yurt floor still needs to be grouted. The bedroom area, the closet, the utility closet. Please ignore our indoor propane, that is only temporary. Charles has been gathering materials for the upper cabinets. They're going to go right here above the kitchen countertop. They will be built in the same way as the bottom cabinets, which are hiding behind the plywood, but they are absolutely gorgeous. We're super happy with how they turned out. And the top cabinets hopefully will be a project that goes pretty quickly, because I know many of you are looking forward to the completion of the rocket mass heater. I'm afraid the rocket mass heater is not looking very photogenic right now. It needs a hole in the side of this canister to put the stovepipe through. But you can see that Charles built out the flue that comes through the mass. And of course, we need to build the mass out of cob, which is basically adobe. And that's a project that we're really looking forward to. We'll share it with you as soon as the kitchen cabinets are finished. Next up, after the rocket mass heater, we have something under the yurt that needs to get done. If you remember that our water pipes are completely exposed under here, they need to be enclosed in a room. So Charles has been collecting materials for that project, including these insulated panels that he got for cheap on Facebook Marketplace. And next up, after the plumbing room, we need to deal with this wood pile. First of all, the wood needs to be smaller for our rocket mass heater, but it also needs to be undercover. So this is the spot where we will have a wood shed, hopefully by the end of the summer. Another thing on our wish list for this summer is the deck extension on the front of the yurt. You'll notice there's not a lot of room right now to get through our doorway. And we've been jumping up onto the yurt from the ground. We did notice that with the yurt being up above the level of the flat-ish ground over here, it actually makes the most sense to build a bridge instead of stairs to the deck. And last but not least, if all of those things happen and there is still good weather to be had, we also want to put a covered porch over the deck extension. That is something that we may or may not get to this year. It will expand our living space and give us a bit of a mudroom. And someday it will be enclosed with a screen and the cats will be able to go almost outdoors.
Got a 2-ton mini split air conditioner. So we've got the indoor unit and an outdoor unit, and we've got lines that go between them. So we have to go through the floor to do that.
This may be the most exciting hole through the floor yet, because not only does Charles need to drill through the hardy backer and the plywood and the SIP panel with 5 inches of foam, he also needs to drill through the Trex on the platform this time because it's so close to the edge.
Warm in the yurt compared to here. All done. The drain line on this unit has 2 positions it can be in, on the left or the right. And I moved it from the right to the left because the tubes are all going down the left side of the unit. The high and low pressure lines for the Freon coolant, and the other white one is the drain. And then there's also a electrical line that'll go down with all of them. Just have to feed that electrical wire up through and terminate it. It came with the wire already and already had terminals on the end of the wire. Just a matter of hooking them up and running them to where they need to go.